Alright, finally after 4 years of undergrad, since it's May, it's grind time, baby. Me and Armand, every morning we work out, get a nice ball session in. Right now it's raining a little bit, so I don't think we're gonna be able to do a full 2 to 3 hour session, but it's a little step. Now I'm gonna kick Armand as always, you know, because he's trash. Apparently, we're not supposed to play, but I mean, we don't give a f, bro. Mental right?
Here's the thing, man. Mental health rates, it's so bad. It's so bad. You know the statistics. We need exercise. It's essential. All this shit. How am I making COVID-19 any worse by playing with this football? Look at him.
But I'll probably show you like one video of us playing, and that's usually how it goes because I gotta kick his ass.
Oh, you okay? It rolled? That doesn't look good. Yes, sit down. Sit down. To make a vlog about me how I fucked up your ankle. No, I'm trying to just vlog it out. How did
Hey, that's right. He's mad. Armand's mad. And that's how everything goes.
That's up on some drama shit. This guy thinks it's soccer, bro.
This is YouTube. This is YouTube. So I'm currently on my way to a property all the way up in Alliston, which is like an hour away from me. But honestly, this whole crazy like photography shoots and real estate stuff is crazy because it's weird how everything just starts to align in your life, which I've noticed recently, especially with me and Armand, is like shit starts to align. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was actually trying to go into the engineering path, and then come to find out I took accidentally a class about architecture, which led to me to OCAD. And then after OCAD, I started to fall in love with photography and stuff, and then I got a job with Nira. Come to find out she does home staging and interior designing, which requires a lot of photography shoots. So I got really interested in that. And then after that, I started meeting a lot more people, started networking with people, and now I'm starting to do real estate shoots for other real estate agents and salespersons. So it's crazy how shit starts to align over time in your life, but the only thing is you gotta stay patient and consistent, which is something I'm missing from YouTube right now. I'm so inconsistent with the whole school stuff, but because school's done now, I promise I'll start posting a little bit more, guys, and I promise to myself most importantly. So be on the lookout for more videos. I just finished the outside of the house. Really nice, cute little house. It's like you're literally living in the hills because it's literally so hilly, and there's so many nice trails and stuff. So pretty dope neighborhood. There's just a lot of white people, so they look at me like I'm weird. Yo, I love for them to come to Brampton. We look at them like, yo, like the freaking diamonds, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this over with. I like to take pictures first and then the videos, and then, you know, just like that, just like that. Okay, so this is probably the part of the video that you guys have been waiting for, and so finally, after that little photo shoot, it wasn't the best thing because it started raining, which was really unfortunate because it wasn't supposed to rain. I got my job, I got my water, I'm ready to edit these pictures. Trust me guys, if this is your first time editing, maybe you popped on this video because you haven't edited pictures before, but it's very easy to edit pictures, and I can show you just a few beginner tips that will really help your pictures. So let's just get right into this. Okay, so here are all the pictures that I've taken. I usually take a lot more, but again, because the weather was so bad, I wasn't able to. Yeah, no. You guys see my black pinky? I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Okay, it's a maybe, so let's just like label it yeet. You know, just so we come back to it, you know, it just reminds us. What the fuck? What am I doing here? I think there was a lot of cars passing by, And sometimes I'd have to run to go get the tripod because it was on a tripod. And so I guess that was just in the middle of it. Yeah. Okay, this is not bad. By the way, if you guys love the triangle chain that I'm rocking, I love triangles, as you guys can tell. Yeah. No. No. Nope. Nope. Why are half of these pictures? Okay, whatever. Yes, definitely. I like this one. I remember even looking at it after I was done. This is definitely like, this could be a really dope picture if I just added a few things in it. The app that I'm using is Lightroom. Now, if you guys don't know, Lightroom, it does cost a specific pricing on your PC, but if you just download it in your app, it's almost similar. There are, of course, a few things that are missing, but for the most part of everything that I'm going to be going through, you can get off your app. So make sure you download Lightroom. Damn, that's good. All right, okay, so there is our picture. So already, just from what you can tell, it's very dull. I personally really like using contrasting colors, so I made sure I wore a yellow or orangey sweater, and I have like a blue denim, so I'm really liking those colors. They're very contrasty to the background. Okay, so when you come into Lightroom, these are basically the specific things that you need when you're starting. At least for me, what I did was I kind of just started playing around with it, and that's the first step, right? But the thing is, when people play around with it, they don't learn from it. So when you're playing around with it, look at what it does to the image. So for example, for the contrast, if I increase the contrast, you can tell that the darker areas are getting darker, but the lighter areas are getting lighter. So that's basically what contrast is. It makes the darkest more darker and the lights more lighter. Already you can tell just from adding that, the picture looks so much better. But I'm not gonna add that much contrast because I'm gonna play around with the shadows and highlights. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Highlights are just the lighter parts, so it's gonna increase those areas, as you can see. But personally, I don't like to have too much highlights, but a little bit just to kind of pop up those whites and that orange. The shadows, of course, are going to tone down the shadows in the back. Personally, I love shadows. I love working with shadows. And the whites and blacks, again, if you want more whites, you add more whites. If you want more black, you add more black. I'm not going to add too much black. I'm not going to kind of play around with the whites. I personally hate playing around with a lot of whites, just because personally I'm not a big fan of white in my picture. I like more darker pictures. If you check out my Instagram, that's so I'll be rocking. So even, okay, so when you come to the curves, this is where it kind of gets a little bit more tricky, but trying to bear with me, okay? So I personally don't like to use all of the curves when I'm working with my pictures, because personally I'm more of a videographer than a photographer, so I don't get crazy into the photos, but I'm learning just like you guys are. So all you want to do is just stick on this white one, and you want to start playing around with the curve. So when you take the curve upwards, you see how the whole picture gets a lot brighter, and then when you take it downwards, it gets a lot darker. So basically, you're going to start playing around with these, and you can have a bunch of these. So you can make like these curves to kind of play around with. Again, that's all it is. You guys are going to play around with it. But personally, from the picture, I do really like the lightness that's going around here. I think the back could get a little bit more darker. And so from the bottom is where it's a lot more darker, and from the top is where it's a lot more lighter. And so from the bottom, I'm just gonna take it down just a little bit, not too much, and I'm gonna bring it up just from the top, so it has a little bit. You see how like the sweater just changes right there? Like, I love that shit. Like, look at the difference. Like the whiters just come out just a little bit more. We need that shit, bro. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Now here is my favorite part of it all. So temperature, of course, if you want to make it more blue or yellow, but I personally like the way it is right now. Tint, the same thing, kind of messing around with it. But vibrance is where it kind of kicks everything off. So vibrance will basically bring out the colors, all the colors on your screen. And we really like that yellow and blue happening, right? So we're gonna increase the vibrance just by a little bit, and boom. Look at those colors popping. There's the difference. Looks a lot better, right? Now I do see there's a little bit of yellow happening in the trees, which I don't like. I want more green. And so down here we have a color mixture. So these are all the colors that are happening or could be happening in the picture. And so like I said, I see a lot of yellow happening here. So I'm gonna turn that yellow down just a little bit, and I can start to see that it's going away. And I want more green, so I'm gonna increase the green a little bit more. There you go. And that's looking a lot better than before. Just from doing a few things, the picture's already looking a lot better than what we started with. And the effects is personally up to you. I like to have a little bit more texture in my pictures, just because it gives a little bit more realness in the pictures. I personally don't like that soft looking pictures. I'm more of a
rough and tough guy, if you want to name it. That's kind of weird. Don't say that. So I like having a little bit of texture and stuff in my pictures. So just by increasing the texture just a little bit, it really takes out, you know, the textures that are happening all over the pictures. Clarity kind of does the same thing. Again, if you could do this, it becomes a lot more soft. If you take clarity up a little higher, it becomes very, very textured, and that's too much texture. So this is what the original was. I think I'm just gonna take the texture up just a little bit. That's looking good. Again, dehaze, you can play around with it, you know, it's up to you. Of course, you shouldn't use a lot of it, but all up to you. I think I'm cool with this picture the way it is right now. And if your pictures are a little bit blurry, or you think they're a little bit blurry, then you can always play around with the sharpness to make them a little bit more sharp. This picture is looking really dope. I think I'm in the center as well. And just a little comparison between what the original picture was versus what the picture is now. This is the original picture, and this is what we've turned it into, just by tweaking it just a little bit, and it's looking a lot more fire, guys.
Hi, buddy. Look who came to join the party. Look who came to join the party. Oh my, look how big he is, guys. You probably haven't seen him in so long. Hi, buddy. He's huge now. Look at him. Simba, who's that? Is that the YouTuber? Is that the YouTube? That's YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Oh my god. Guys, Simba's getting so big, man. Last time you seen him, he looked like this. Big. Alright, guys. This is Simba. He's 3 months old. He's a Labrador Retriever, and as you can see right now, he's going through teething season. And now look at him. He's like over, I don't know, maybe 65 pounds, and he is amazing. Oh, you need to be more on the vlogs, huh? If you guys want to see more Simba, you guys know what to do. Alright guys, anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope these tips really did help you, because personally I used to be somebody who was so afraid of taking pictures and editing pictures until I realized how easy it got over time. So just make sure you practice and you take a few tips that I got for you guys. And if you guys really did enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe, guys. We're almost at Simba, we're almost at 100 subscribers, buddy. I know, it's crazy. We're almost at 100 subscribers, guys. So if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe, man. What are you guys doing? And make sure you like the video so that I know you guys are enjoying the videos. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Say peace, Bubba. Peace, man. Yeah.